Archery season in Texas starts in 2 weeks. I have a few projects on the property to finish before we start slinging arrows. On the hog hunting end, I'm targeting 2 specific hogs. The first is a lone boar. His general pattern is to let the sounder move in. After they depart, he moves in by himself. The second hog is a spotted sow that runs with the sounder. The sow has evaded me on 3 other hunts. She's much larger than the small hogs that she's running with. Her pattern is to let the small hogs run in and scoop up the corn. Then she quickly moves in and only hangs out for no more than a few minutes. Because of our closeness to archery season, I'll be using the landowner's suppressed Tikka T3 and .308 caliber, using atomic subsonic ammo. I got busted by the hogs on my first hunt. The wind would be blowing from my 5 o'clock, but not directly into the open field. I was hoping the ozonics would cover my scent. You will never be able to beat a hog's nose. I waited 2 days for a perfect north wind. I got set up around 5 o'clock, an hour before the hogs had been coming in according to the game cam. I watched the sounder for about 10 minutes. This is in fast forward. I may do a secondary video on these hogs in real time so people can watch and listen to their behavior. I'm not going to lie, it's not easy to keep your finger off the trigger when hogs are in your crosshair, but I was waiting for the larger sow to rush in, but to no avail. A fawn came in 15 minutes later. I really needed her to shake some corn out of the feeder, but it's just beyond her reach. At 6:45, a solo boar came in, but he's not my target boar. The one that I'm targeting is much taller. 10 minutes later, these 4 piglets came in. They are part of the sounder that was here just an hour ago. 20 minutes later, around 7:30, the large sounder returned and stuck around for just about 5 minutes. I lined up my .308 in hopes the larger spotted sow would show up, but again, she evades me. 30 minutes before sunset, a new sounder moved in, but they were being very cautious. You can't quite see them in the video. In the thermal, you can tell a few of the hogs were a nice size and shootable, but none of these are my target hogs. For the next hour, things got quiet. An hour after sunset, my target boar moved in. And just like that, this hunt was done. So was this hog. A secondary shot was probably not necessary, but with only 450 foot-pounds of energy being dumped into the head, I sent one more. I can smell you right now that I'm not going to be able to pull the ribs out of this guy. Look at him. He's been hanging out in the creek, and he just smells wretched. I don't know if y'all caught it in the video or not, but he was limping, so he definitely had an injury. Like I expected, he was a solo boar running all by himself, but well-placed shot to the head there. Yeah, right behind the ear where I wanted it. Let's roll him over real quick. My phone's about to die because I ran out of battery power. I really don't want to touch this guy because he smells. Yeah, and there's the exit wound. Look at that bone material, just blown right out. Let me drag him out of here because this is a good deer location. And here's another reason I'm not going to eat this pig. Y'all see that growth there? He's definitely got some kind of a tumor going on. Yes, there's blood there, but that's because when I dragged him, it got cut up in that spot. If that was a flesh wound, you would actually see like meat and material, but that's absolute fur. And when I push that, it's like absolute pus, which is absolutely disgusting. So I'd measure him, but that growth in his back would enhance the measurement, which would be wrong. But look at the size of his head, and it doesn't match the size of his body. So yeah, this guy's got some kind of a tumor or cancer going on. So mercy pig down. It takes patience targeting specific hogs, but you can learn a lot about nature and yourself in the process. I eventually want to show you how to rip the ribs out of a hog, so stay tuned for my next adventure.